the land of Canaan over in that area. So he just told it, he telling Abraham a prophecy. He's like, in the fourth generation, they're going to come here again. That's what hither means. Did your book say hither right there? Yeah. So remember I told you I was going to be switching up some words to make it make sense. And so instead of saying come hither, it just means they shall come here again. So, I hope you don't mind me doing that, but I think it just helps with to make it flow better when we read it. You know what I mean? So you with me there? Oh, okay, gotcha. Verse 17, it came to pass that when the sun went down and it was dark, behold, a smoking furnace and a burning lamp that passed between the pieces. And so it's a fire, it's a flaming fire and a lamp. It's like a light, right? The sun went down, and when it was dark, behold, a smoking furnace and a burning lamp that passed between those pieces. Remember the animals he had split in half, right? So now think back to he said it was dark. Remember in the beginning it was dark, and then he said, let there be light. So here it was dark, then behold, a smoking furnace and a burning lamp like a light or a fire passed between the pieces, right? So let me not go there. I don't want to get you confused. But yeah, the darkness and the light, basically, again, just like in the beginning in Genesis chapter 1. Verse 18, in the same day the Lord made a covenant with Abram, saying, unto your seed have I given this land, from the river of Egypt unto the great river, the river Euphrates. The Kenizzites, the Kenizzites, and the Cadmonites, and the Hittites, and the Perizzites, and the Raphaims, and the Amorites, and the Canaanites, and the Girgashites, and the Jebusites. So what he just gave Abraham, he just made a covenant with Abraham to give him the land. Now listen, this is very important. The covenant with Abraham included land. We just read that, right? Yeah, so the covenant with Abraham includes land. You understand that? That's what 18, verse 18 says. In the same day the Lord made a covenant with Abram, saying, unto your children, your seed, have I given this land. Then he explains the land that he gave him. He said, from the river of Egypt to the great river Euphrates. That's the land of Shem. Did we talk about? We talked about Shem. We talked about the land, right? Remember Peleg? And I was telling you about how in Peleg's day they divided the land between Shem, Ham, and Japheth after they got off the boat. Remember we talked about that? And so then that's Shem's land. But then he gets specific when he starts talking about 19 through 20, the Kenizzites, and the Cadmonites, and now that's talking specifically about the land of Canaan, because that's where Abraham is right now as the Most High is making this covenant with him. You remember because Abraham had too much substance. He had too many cows, and so did Lot. And they had to split up. Lot went to Sodom and Gomorrah in the plains of the Jordan on the east side of the Dead Sea. But Abraham stayed down there on the west side of the Dead Sea, in the area of Bethel and all that. You know what I mean? Southern Israel today. So that's where he's at. So the Most High is telling him, I'm getting ready to give y'all this land. But when our people starts, we're going to go back. That's our land. But we're gonna multiply so much that we're going to take over all of Shem's land, from the river of Egypt to the river Euphrates, all of the Middle Earth. Right now, the land of Canaan is just that little strip of land right there in Israel, right there by the Mediterranean Sea. That's where we're going first. But as our people grows, he going to give us all of the land of Shem. So just want you to know that. So that's chapter 6.